YouTube, and welcome back to today's video. First off, hope you're all having a great day today. Points race number 6 at the Red Bluff Outlaws here in Red Bluff, California. We're currently sitting second in points, just 5 out of the lead. Our goal for tonight is to make up points, be consistent, make the trophy dash through qualifying, make the A main event through the heat race, and just have some fun. It's time to head out for qualifying right now. The 250s just went out there. I watched them, and the track looks a little bit too hooked up. It's a little slimy when they were out there. Some of them were spinning their tires. Might be a little better for us. We'll have to go out and see. We're going out in the first group. Red Bluff Outlaw Open Class qualifying is over for points race number 6. And props first off to the Red Bluff Outlaws. The car count is back up to 34 open, so good showing tonight. We're gonna have a C main event. I just didn't have a great qualifying run. I think I was driving it in the corner a little too hard, just carrying too much speed. If you watch the GoPro, I was just barely lifting. Because the first corner, when I went into 1 and 2, I drove it in harder than I ever have before, and it stuck a little bit. And I was like, dang, that's fast. Maybe this is how I'm gonna go quick time. And it was too much speed, because when I got to the center of the corner, I couldn't keep the car low enough on the racetrack. It just would drift right towards the wall. So we ended up going 14th quick. Not terrible, or not 14th, sorry, 15th quick. Not terrible, made the inversion, but it is what it is. We're gonna start front row outside of heat race number 5. Inside of me is Morgan Sanhagen. So we got some work to do to transfer, and we're gonna have to get out there and stay in the top 2. And the biggest bummer about not qualifying good is how many points you lose. So I lost points in qualifying, 14 to Tyler Seavey. Going into tonight, he was only 4 behind me. So now going into the heat, he's like 10 ahead of me. And he's gonna get dash points. He's gonna start last in the dash, but even if he gets 1, 2, or 3 points for finishing 4th, 5th, or 6th, that's super key towards the championship. And Chase Hill, he qualified worse than me. So we both have our work cut out for us. Chase Hill and I, he's gonna start front row inside of his heat. I'm gonna start front row outside of mine. If we can both transfer, then we're gonna start, 8th, 9th, 10th in the A main event. But we're gonna put qualifying behind us now. As we can look forward to is the heat race. We're gonna start front row outside. Let's transfer. Great jump, won the heat, and now we're gonna be starting the P6 in the A main event tonight. So we definitely got our work cut out for us. I like starting on the outside. That's gonna be great. 3rd row outside, good place to start. And if we can just get going early on in the A, make up a few spots, maybe 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and then give ourselves a chance to win the A. All the lower mains are starting to go right now. The car was so fast in the heat race. I was really good until about the center of the corner, and then I was pushing a little bit. I couldn't keep the car as low as I wanted to. A similar situation to qualifying. So I was lifting and trying not to drive it harder, try to back it off and run the crease, and I was able to do that for quite a few laps. I'm down here at my pit with a few fans of the videos. I think you guys have all been in the vlog actually multiple times, right? Yeah. All right, say your name.
Connor.
Connor, and what class are you in?
Box.
Box, and where are you in, the A or the B tonight?
A.
A? Congrats, dude, good luck. Brody Reynolds. Brody, you've had a whole video to yourself. We're gonna have to make another one because after that video, all of a sudden, oh, by the way, Brody got a brand new race car. His house and his car actually, unfortunately, were taken by the campfire down in Paradise, California. He got a brand new car, and all of a sudden, Brody has went from like being on the gas to being wide open. Brody, you're doing great, dude. Go get him. So far tonight, you qualified 4th, and he won his heat race, so you're gonna be a good starting spot for the A-main event. All right, go get him. Evan, you're having a breakout night yourself. Talk a little bit about it.
In qualifying, made the dash for the first time in the 250, ended up going P3, and then in the heat race, I got P3 as well.
Awesome. Good luck in the A-main event tonight. Rowdy Grams. Rowdy, talk a little bit about your night.
Qualified 6th and got 2nd in the heat.
All right, good luck to all you guys.
Thanks.
So we're gonna go walk the racetrack here in a little bit once we get a break, and I'm gonna go watch the rest of the lower mains. So tonight here at the Red Bluff Outlaws, it is a special race, the Gary Jacobs Memorial. Back in the 250 division, I fortunately picked up the win at this. It's a cool trophy. So here's the big one. If you win, you get your name put on this. So you have 2007, 2008 winners, 2009, 2010. So if we win tonight, let's find the open class right here. This is the trophy you get to win. We have a fan of the videos down here. Buddy, what's your name?
Dylan.
Dylan, and how long have you been coming and watching the races?
Since I was like 4 or 5.
4? And where are you from?
Conwood.
Awesome, dude. And he's even repping the Sean Becker merchandise. Sean, a favorite of both of us. We both love watching the Shark race. Anyway, be starting in position 6 tonight here at the A-main event. Let's get it, dude. Here's a look at turns 1 and 2. All the trophy dashes just finished up, and the track is really, really racy tonight. The top's a little bit better than the bottom. It's slicker up here, it's sealed off. There's a little bit of grip to keep your left front in as you run the crease. And down here, there's a ton of grip. Actually, from the whole inside berm up to the crease, there's tons of grip so you can make the bottom work. Slide jobs you can also make work. We saw a few of those in the dash in the B-main event. So overall, tonight's a great racetrack. Let's go check out turns 3 and 4. Here's a look at 3 and 4. It's almost the exact same racetrack. We got a slick up top and bottom from the crease down to the inside cones. It's very similar to turns 1 and 2. Thinking tonight to keep it right on the crease is gonna be the way to go. Sliders, maybe roll the bottom around some people, but we start on the outside, so we'll probably end up staying up there. So we'll just have to see, make some stuff happen. We have driver intros coming up soon. cars are all loaded up. We're ready to head home. We got a 3-hour journey tonight back to Medford, Oregon. We are now officially halfway through the 2018-2019 Red Bluff Outlaws season. And so far, it has been a roller coaster. It started out a little low, and then we went high, and then higher, and then we went down. We went down, and then we went up a little, and then down a little bit. It has just been a roller coaster of a ride through this year so far. Tonight we ended up 11th in the A main event. We made some adjustments after the heat race because of course the track was going to change a ton. It was tacky in the heat. We were fast. We were going to try to find a few things for the feature and just try to just make our setup money, just like everyone's trying to do out there. And we just made the wrong calls. I had no grip. My rear tires were spinning, especially early on. I needed a long run because my car would have been really fast on a long run. I think we got 6 or 7 laps at one point and I turned in 8-9, which is pretty good for the feature. But the 1, the 2, the 3 lap runs, those were terrible. That just killed me. And so right off the bat, we got the first green flag and I felt nervous because I was loose. I was just loose, and my tires were spinning. I had no grip. I wasn't able to get on the throttle as quick as I wanted to. And I was loose, and once we got a few laps going, I felt better and better, but I was dropping like a rock. Just dropping back, and I wanted to try and make a few moves, but I was loose, and I am not a good loose car driver. I cannot drive loose. I can drive tight. I like actually my car a little more on the tighter side, but when you give me loose, I'm awful. I am a 0 out of 10. And I was struggling. I had no grip. I couldn't get on the throttle, and I tried a few things, and I was able to drive it a little bit better about halfway through, and I kind of figured out drive it a little harder might be better, but I was still, loose, and we got that long run. I felt good, and I do need to apologize. I wrecked the 55X of Angelo Cornett. Me and Angelo are friends. We've talked off the racetrack, and, we check in, like, how you doing, and I felt bad. I was, like, 100% positive he was going to go to the top side. I was like, he's got to go to the top right here, and I went to slide him, and he went to the bottom, and I wrecked him. It was 100% my fault, and my apology to you, Angelo. And that was a bummer. And then I got another wreck because I half spun and then took out Angelo in the 8C, and then from there it just kind of went downhill. And once I went to the back, I was kind of just stuck there because we didn't get any long runs. But I got a Christmas present that ended up not being a Christmas present. So someone caused a wreck at the front of the field, and I gained like 4 spots, and I was ahead of everyone in the top 3 in points. I would have been ahead of Chase Hill, and I would have been ahead of Tyler Seavey. But the red flag came out and everything reverted back, and then they ended up, Tyler was still behind me, but Chase was back ahead of me, and then Jake Park, who was 4th in points going into the night, was leading. And then we had a 2-lap shootout. Jake Park ended up winning. I came home 11th, Tyler Seavey 12th, and I think Chase Hill was 3rd or 4th. So those are your top 4 in points. And the points are even more insane. Okay, so let me tell you, Chase Hill and Tyler Seavey are tied. Jake Park now moved into 3rd. He is 7 points out, and I'm 8 points out of the lead. It is that close. The top 4 is spread by 8 points in a tie right now. So I need to do better in qualifying. That was my fault. I should have tried a few things. What I should actually say is I shouldn't have tried to do anything different than what I've been doing the previous weeks. All I did was go in the corner a little bit hotter. I would drive in a little bit harder, and it just didn't work. I should have backed off, and so that hurt us. We were behind the 8 ball from there. Then we won our heat race, and we were 1 spot. If I would have qualified like 13th, I would have been on the front row of the A main event. That's how many people didn't transfer through the heat races, because how it works is you start bumping up. So like I think QuickTime didn't make it, and a few guys in the dash didn't make it, so all of a sudden we start bumping up in the lineup because I transferred and those guys didn't, and I was 1 spot away from being on the front row. Overall, probably our worst night we've had, but you just take good things away from it. We won our heat race, and the points are still really close. So to be halfway through the season, we're still hanging on, and we're still right there. I mean, next race we could jump from 4th to 1st. It's just that close. I mean, Jake Park gained the most points on everyone tonight, so it can just happen that quick. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share. I'm not going to drag this out anymore. I just get talking, and there's so much to say and so much to explain throughout the race. But I do want to thank Jimmy Elledge and everyone at Factory QRC. We are a team. We stick together, and Jimmy's been throwing everything at this race car, trying to get me as fast as I can be. And I also want to thank Topher and all the behind-the-scenes guys at Factory QRC, Casey McLean and Brandon LaChance in particular. They are my competitors, and they work on the house cart. So kind of like I was talking to Casey, it's a weird thing, but it's just how it is. So because they work at QRC. So everyone at QRC, I want to thank Durst. I want to thank Burst Racing Tire and Kevin Share Designs for all the support, and all of you guys for supporting me. Like I said, a rough night, but you guys are here with me. We still got 6 races left. Let's go win ourselves a championship. Anyway, I'll see you guys all later. Deuces.